fatigue. 1 second. Chino, 1 second. Okay. Ustedes recibieron sus instrucciones. Mira, aquí está bien, aquí no. Mira, aquí está bien, aquí no. Yo quiero una pelea limpia. Escúcheme, cuídate. ¿Listos? Vámonos.
Yeah, I got to say right off as we get ready to go here that Arce really doesn't have disdain for Garcia, but he really says, I gotta walk through this guy, as it's dangerous. People are going to think I'm washed up if I have trouble with Garcia if he doesn't come to fight. And I'm much better than him.
You know, there's a history between these fighters because actually my cousin is the one that actually trains, well, I used to train Chino Garcia as well, and Jorge Arce. Now, the story that I want to tell you is how Chino Garcia became a world champion.
Oh, what a story that is.
He actually went as a spectator to a fight, and the challenger for the world title didn't pass his test.
Yeah, he had to borrow trunks, right?
Trunks, and he had his shoes because he had just come out of the gym, and he became a world champion that night.
That's an amazing story.
That was Alejandro Montiel who fell out of that fight that day, and he stepped into the ring, fought Jose Carrito Lopez, and beat him on 2 hours' notice.
Only in boxing. You imagine that in baseball, right? Somebody comes to the park, hey, you're pitching, here's the ball.
And they come to fight. I mean, you look at these guys, they don't want to take a step back.
Well, exactly, yeah. You know, Arce said, hey, I'm afraid I could look bad against this guy if he doesn't want to fight. Well, Garcia, the guy who lacks punishing power, lacks power at all, is here. He's in Arce's face.
But Chino, he's always been, you know, he's pretty good skills, but he's always been a hustling fighter. He has to out-hustle his opponents.
Outthink and out-hustle. He really does.
And my cousin, Javier Capetillo, is the one that's actually the head trainer for Travieso Arce in that corner.
Ah, there
so
you
now
go.
You're playing chess.
Boy, you're really torn, aren't you? Objectivity, Gennaro.
They did spar some together, the two, so they know each other.
Look at Arce. I mean, defense is a foreign language, right?
Definitely.
There he goes. He's on the jab now. He sinks a shot to the body.
Good double jab right there by Chino Garcia. Actually, it's jabbing with his right hand down. So maybe Arce can actually connect left hook on that.
But alluding to your opening remarks on the fight, Nick, is the fact that Arce told us yesterday, this is very difficult to get up for this fight.
Yeah.
I need big fights. And Garcia's nothing. That's how he put it.
You know, Rich, it's dangerous, though. We saw him against David Lukmahanik on Latin Fury over the summer. And, Gennaro, I thought he lost that fight to the Thai fighter.
Yeah, it was a very, very tough, close fight for him. We actually thought that he might have lost it like by a point or two. That's how close that fight was. And he actually got hurt in that fight as well.
So he can't afford to stumble, obviously. And, you know, I hate to, it sounds like a cliche, but he's an old 29. He partied long and hard. He's a family man now. He's very focused. But, you know, he was off the rails there for a while, wasn't he, personally?
Yes, he was. I mean, you know, I think a lot of that had to do with all this fame that he started building up, and he wasn't really putting his focus and his determination on inside the gym.
And got his clock cleaned by Christian Maharas. That was his last crushing defeat. Closing out the first round, we tell you our interpreter in the corners will be Rafael Hernandez Brito as we listen in here at Mandalay Bay.
Hit it low, one up and one low.
Porque estás bajando mucho la guardia. Quiero que te pelees a medio cuadro. Ya más rápido. Más rápido. 1, 2, 3. Ganchas abajo. 1, 2, 3. Ganchas abajo. Ahí vamos. Ok.
Throw him low.
Bien bloquito. No quiero que te me confíes nada con tus manos.
Don't get comfortable with your hands. Breathe. Are you ready? Don't stay with him. When he throws a punch, don't standing up. Don't stay there standing up. Make him look bad. Hit him on the stomach, don't forget.
Yeah, Garcia's got to confuse Arce with some movement and frustrate him. Here comes Arce, gold and black. But it's Garcia, the guy without punching power, coming forward. That's just the way he fights, huh?
Yes, it does. And you know what? I see something that I would have picked up right away, and I'm not sure whether Arce is picking up on it or not. But every time Chino Garcia moves in, or he's stepping forward, he'll drop that left hand of his. So there's a right hand that could be vulnerable for him. Good jab by Arce. Yeah,
and Garcia comes right back, lets his hands go.
Good right hand. Connected very well right there.
Arce trying to create a little distance to get extension on his shots. He's getting chased into the corner against the ropes. Arce in tight. He'll cover up and get clipped to the head. But Garcia putting the pressure on, Rich.
He's got to, and that's how he fights. I mean, Chino knows his limitations, and he knows he's got to land a big volume of punches.
But his corner does not want him to stand there and trade with this guy.
I like what Chino's doing. Chino's actually making Arce fight.
Yes.
And who knows how well conditioned he can be, since he's claiming that he needs bigger names and bigger fights. That way he can actually get up and push himself a little more in the gym.
Well, for example, at our fighter meeting yesterday, when we brought up the name Israel Vasquez, he actually jumped up out of his chair, started throwing punches, and started screaming, "Come on, Vasquez! Come on, Vasquez! I need Vasquez!"
He's been touting that fight, Rich, as you know, for months. It would be a huge mistake. I mean, Vasquez much too naturally strong for him.
I believe he's too strong. He's very smart. Good hand speed, good power. Arce, not a bad, I mean, you know, a great champion, but not to the caliber that Vasquez is right now.
Absolutely. That could be butchery. That would be a bad mistake. Right hand from Garcia. You know, he hit him a low blow. Tony Weeks couldn't see it. But Garcia is, as you said, taking Arce out of the comfort zone, making him fight when he doesn't want to.
And he's bothering Arce's left eye. Arce keeps kind of swiping at his left eye.
Yeah, it almost looked like it was. I thought I saw blood, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I'm looking at the way Chino Garcia is landing those shots and connecting some good shots. I think if he had more power, he would be hurting.
Absolutely.
Arce.
And now Garcia says, "Bring it on." And he tries to flurry with Arce. Arce willing to eat shots to land a couple. Is this the right fight for both guys now, Gennaro?
For Chino, yes. For Arce, I don't think so. He's bleeding from the nose. He got caught with a good left uppercut by Chino Garcia.
Yeah, he's bleeding now. He says, "Bring it on." But certainly he's got more firepower than Garcia. Garcia, no respect for Arce. Arce in a real fight here. Second round, they are swapping shots again, and it's Garcia walking down the interim champion. Big night here, and more attitude.
There you go.
As we see Nonito Donaire, another champion.
Another power puncher.
The IBF flyweight champion, a brutal one-punch left hook knockout of Victor Chinian, getting ready to defend his title against Marudi Mthalani of South Africa. Let's listen in.
Breathe with your mouth when I put this in your nose. Don't forget what Capetillo is asking for you. Don't stay in the middle. Close your guard. Close your guard.